Alright guys, it's Saturday morning. It's about 8:15. My daughters, bless them. I'm just going to go and go out into the molasses, or the molasses bucket, because I've got I've got lots of things in there being hopefully de-rusted, but I'm basically going to clean off the calipers. I've been out here for a while, so I've got my wheel rims in here, some brake parts, as you can see. All the scum on the top sort of supposedly means it's been working, so hopefully these bits of string won't break. This is the bit that Mary likes, so I'm going to take them in and wash them in the kitchen sink. So she'll love that. But she's in bed because she worked last night, so anyway, we'll catch up with that in a minute. Let's see what these look like once they've been washed off. Dripping stuff everywhere, so she'll love that. Oh my god. Right. Just set you up on the camera a minute. I'll on the stand a minute. Shut the door, it's cold. Right. These little stands there, really good. Well, I like them anyway. Mary got for my birthday. So it's just in some soapy water, really. Well, this could be dodgy. I could drop the whole lot in the sink. That'd be really clever, wouldn't it? So as you can see, I just took it straight out of the molasses. So I'll cut this first, actually. Well, coming in the kitchen, I use all Mary's best stuff. These have been in the molasses for about flipping out a month. I think they're only supposed to be in there a couple of weeks, but there's that. So the whole idea was to get them clean. So can you see that? Perfect. Back to fresh, lovely clean metal again. So the idea this morning, I'm going to get them sealed up, and then yeah, get them resealed, and then I can. No, I've not got all of it off. There's a little bit in there. Look. Get them resealed and then painted, and then I can get them on the car because I want to start running the brake lines. And it's got a majority of it. These are from a 1972 midget, MG midget, so they were really crusty. That's paint. I thought that was rust, but it's actually paint. Look, you see that on there? But yeah, these are really crusty. So it took me a month of Sundays trying to clean them with a wire wheel or something. So they went in the old molasses. I'm so surprised how this works. It's amazing. There's a few marks left on it, but I think you've got to agree that's pretty good. I suppose best way might be blasting them or whatever, but I haven't got a blasting kit, so I'm pretty happy with that though. That's pretty good. anyway, I'll do that under some running hot water and get them nice and dry, and then get them painted a bit quick. Alright, catch up with you in a bit. I think what I thought was paint was the original sort of plating, but it hasn't, the molasses hasn't got off. When you look at it closely, it's sort of a gold colour rather than rust colour, if that makes sense. But the main point is they're not rusty, so, which I'm really excited about. That's really cool. So you see, it's just takes it straight back to like original casting colour. So yeah, really excited about that. There's a little bit around here I missed. Give that a few minutes under the hairdryer, etc., and get it nice and dry and clean. Good job Mary's in bed. She's got mad at me at the moment. In her sink. Our sink. It's our sink when she wants me to do the washing up anyway. Yeah, that's a coating on there. I thought it was rust, but it's not. It's actually a coating. And you're fogging up. Alright, I'll catch up with you later, guys. Okay, so that's the calipers all dried off. I think the key now is to get them in paint pretty quick before they start re-rusting again. So one of Mary's hand towels got a bit of a hammer, but there you go. She's used to it. Anyway, so yeah, I'll get some paint on them now. Get them stick on the car. Right, guys. Been trying to catch up with them. Just going to very quickly show you how I get these pistons out, because I've got no pliers that will get in there and grab the pistons. Nothing fits in there. So I've got these nice new Middle Eastern, Far Eastern pistons to put in. Made in, well, you know where they're made in. But anyway, can't use them, they're buggered. And lots of seal kits, but anyway, so the little buggers won't come out because you can't get them out in it, because you know, normally you'd squeeze them out when they're connected to the car. So anyway, all I do is the hose. When I bought these calipers off the eBay, the bloke had obviously found it easier just to cut through the hoses, which suits me just fine. Normal airline blower. Stick it on. I don't know which one's going to move, if any of them, but we'll see if I can do this with one hand actually. I'll tell you what, I'll tuck through my jumper. See if that works. That might work. I'm going to use two hands then. How's that? Is that working? It is, but you're not facing anything. There we go. Right, so you've got to be gentle with it. You can't put loads of air in it, or just burst one out and it'll make a mess and go all over the bloody place. So you might oh, if you can see that right hand side, one's moving. Get it outside and grab it, and then you see the little bugger sliding out. What you can do is, if you've got it out that far, you want to get this one moving, is just clamp that one where it is, and then start the air again. It'll move that one out. That's kind of what I mean. I've just nipped it up. I don't want to push the bugger right back in again, otherwise I'm just wasting my time. But excuse me. So hopefully, if I stick the air on it now, it should move the other one. If not, I'll have to give it a bit more air, you know. Oh. We've got my friend Pete on in the background there, so that's good. I'll get this. Hey! Now that was a tiny bit of air and it flew out. That was exciting, wasn't it? Anyway, so that one was a little bit stuck, so it must have had some air up behind it. I guess you can say that's not how to do it, but it was only a tiny bit of air, but it did come out like 100 mile an hour. It wasn't quite the plan, but there you go. So anyway, there you can get the point. Anyway, we'll just see if we can wrestle. There we go. So normally you'd stick the pliers over the top of the piston and just grab hold of it, but it's such a tiny little. I mean, that's the size of it. It's a tiny little bloody caliper. You can't get the pliers in there, you know. So okay, so well, I got it out in the end by yanking it out. So I'll stick the new seals in, and actually no, sorry, I'm going to get it painted and let it dry, because I'm going to use the old seals as a bit of masking, I suppose you'd call it. Whilst these are drying, I've just pulled the exhaust back off, because if some of you may have seen this, but this bow is supposed to go over the top of the axle, but it's a couple of inches too far back. The exhaust is too long basically, so I'm going to nip a bit out of there, about an inch, and about an inch and a half till I can get 2 inches out of that straight piece there. Where it meets on the manifold is quite long, so if I cut it too short I've got about inch and a half, 2 inches of leeway on that bit, so if I do cut it too short it's not a massive trauma. But yeah, the plan is to try and get it so this crook goes over the top of the middle of the axle, rather than it's really offset at the moment, so when Mary goes off doing her street rodding, and she gets a bit of axle tramp going, she'll be knocking the exhaust. So yeah, we'll have a go at that. And I've got my new die grinder out with a cutting wheel on it, so we'll give that a bit of a buzz and see how that works.
On the metal shed.
Just going to try and get this powder back together.
It's pushing 90 or 80. 79 degrees. 70% humidity. It's pretty dry for as cloudy as it is. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and turn this off this time. Really going to do it. And I'll talk to you guys in a little bit.
So hopefully the line lined up. Line? Yeah, you know what I mean. Line lined up. We'll chuck some weld on this and throw it back on the car and see what happens. Alright, that's I'm pretty happy with that. It's nearly over the centre. It's not quite, but it's there's a good bit of gap there. So it's fitting nice down through there. I've just got a clamp to put on. Not a clamp, a strap to put on that hangs there. It's too short at the moment, so I need just to lengthen it. So yeah, happy with that. We'll give her a try. Well, paint's dry on these. I really don't like it. Ugh, looks fake, doesn't it? If that, you know what I mean? It just looks fake, nasty. But anyway, it's high temperature paint, and it's new and clean, and I'll get these resealed and get them on the car. See you guys. Okay, then I got new seals and pistons in, so it's just a matter of sticking them on the car. So get them bolted on, and then we'll be ready for the brake pads. You see, look at those brake pads a minute. Yeah. I'll say I love the old writing on these old boxes. Whilst I'm doing this a minute, I'm just going to let you know, John Carey, 1963 Jag. I did make contact with that company. I think you said it was ECS. I think that's what it was. And they've emailed me back. They emailed me. It must have been. There's obviously a time difference. I think it's about 6 hours time difference. He must have emailed me directly back, and it comes out at $34.95 for the material. God, can't think what to call it. And well, the tin of jollop anyway. And I think it was $30 for the freight, you know, the postage. So it comes out about £32, I think. £32 all in all, which isn't bad, I don't think. I think that's it looked like a reasonable sized pot. So I'm going to go with that. Looks like good stuff, and let you know how I get on with it. So yeah, pretty chuffed with that. They seem like nice people. They had nice, friendly email, nice and polite. You know, it was yeah, it was nice. Got little rattle springs on these things. Where are we? Go in there, so, and then just some normal little split pins. Old school stuff. Go with the short side. Where are we? Short side in, and the long side down the pad, if that makes any sense at all. Same brake pads as Vauxhall Vivas. What else? Minis, early Mini Coopers, or Minis anyway, with brake discs, TR7s. So that's enough for me today, I think. I've got the, as you can see, got the pads in. Seals in, calipers on, exhaust done. That's enough for me today, I think. And we'll catch up with you tomorrow. Cheers, guys.